What's up, you guys? Zoeb here for OneGlanceTrader.com, and welcome back to episode 3 of my eToro copy trading journal. And if you're brand new to this series, you can click the link in the description to find the playlist which goes through everything about how much I've invested, why I'm doing this, who I've copied, why I've copied them, and all that kind of good stuff. But in this particular episode, we're going to go through my return to date since I launched back in November 2020. See how we've done for the month of November, December, and January to date. And then I'll take you inside my portfolio so we can see how these individual copy traders are actually performing for me. So in the month of in the year of 2020 and what was remaining in November and December, I am pleased to report that we've had 2 green months. So I started this back on November the 8th from memory, and I closed out November at 0.71% return on the initial $1,000, and then 1.52% inside December. Now I'll go on to this inside a second, but I did invest more at the back end of December, and I'll go into that when we go look at the portfolio. But the good news is that overall we ended up again in green at 1.52%, and the total for 2020 for the 2 months I was in since the creation of this account, we've returned 2.24%, which is good. I think if you look at ISAs and all these kind of good stuffs inside there in terms of tax-free accounts, it's less than 1% growth. So to get 2.24% in just under 2 months, I think is absolutely fantastic achievement. And again, I've not done anything. I've not gone in and looked at trades or looked at charts. Again, I've given my money in good faith to these traders to let them trade on my behalf, and that's this social experiment. What we're trying to do as part of this series. And you can see here in 2021, so the date today is the 2nd of January 2021, and you can see here that I am 0.003% up so far for 2021. So again, we're only a couple of days in, and the market's closed anyway because I'm shooting this on a Saturday. So my portfolio is still moving around slightly, but that's down to either currency pairs or Bitcoin or some of the other commodities and currency pairs that I'm in that are open throughout the weekend as well. So again, we've done well. I'm quite happy with this actual particular performance so far, and what I'm looking to do now is hopefully get a third straight month inside the green. So we'll see. And again, depending on when I release this video, you can click the link in the description. I think it's the first link, which will take you directly to my actual stats, so you can see the real-time view of this particular page. Now, what you don't actually see my actual portfolio on like who I've invested in and how much money I've actually got in there, and that's what this series is all about. I'm trying to be 100% transparent and show you my overall portfolio. So you can see here that my total profit so far is $34.75. What you'll notice as well is that my total allocated is now up to $1,600. So what I've done is I've added an additional $600 into this account, and I'll go into as when I go into the actual copiers step by step. I'll tell you what I've done with that $600. So initially I took $1,000 and split that across 5 people. That was Jay, again, Yuji, Matek, Social Investor, and Oliver. And then I've now, as you can see here, 300 of that $600 has gone into copy ARK Invest, because if you guys watched the last episode, I talked about copy ARK Invest and a couple of other traders, and I wanted to get your feedback on which one do you feel was the best trader to kind of go for. And thanks a lot for all the feedback. Copy ARK Invest was kind of the main gut feel of what everyone was talking about, so I've done 300. The reason why I've done 300 as opposed to 200, because again, I'm still learning about eToro, is I never actually read any of their portfolio pages or biography pages in terms of how much to invest, because what he's saying, and we'll go to his portfolio so you can kind of see um, how it is, and I think he has it somewhere about here. Pin post. Here we go. It's the summary. So he's saying that if you copy $300, you'll capture about 70% of his trades, and $500 will capture roughly everything. So most of the traders talk about this in terms of their bio, in their bio, in their feed, that you should be trading with a minimum $500. Even though the minimum to invest in them is 200, their suggestion is you should be trading around 500 or more to get most of their trades. So that is why I've gone with $300, because I didn't want to do 500, because again, I didn't want to be too out of kilter to everyone else, and I didn't want to diversify into into one. So if I go through, the good thing to report is that everyone is up in terms of my portfolio. So one thing I've learned based on what we just went through, I'm not copying 100% of everyone's trades. However, the trades that are being copied are up across all of them, which is good to see. So the first one is Jay. So of the $600, I did 300 in Copy Arc Invest and 200 additional dollars into Jay. And there's two reasons for that. One, because Jay, as you can see, has outperformed has outperformed everyone in terms of its delivery. And secondly, he actually reached out. He sent me a comment on the OGT channel, and said that his recommendation, it should be doing around $500+ into him. So I reached out to Jay. Hopefully, I can get him onto the OGT channel, which would be great, as well. So you guys can really listen and learn from one of the best copy traders on the eToro platform, for that period of time. So I think because of that, that's why I've invested $500 into him. And as you can see, she's nearly delivered a 4% return in just under 2 months. So it's, again, absolutely fantastic. So again, Yuji's done well, just under 3% return invest, just under 2%. Social investor, he started off a bit shaky, to be honest, like minus 0.5%, but he's caught that back. Oliver, reliable as always. If you've seen the portfolios, again, I'll put the portfolios of all of these guys inside the description, where their stats page, so you can see their return year over year. And again, I've gone through that inside previous videos. And then we've got the latest investor, Copy Arc Invest, inside there. And again, looks like I'm copying about 70% of his trades, and again, very small there, but in green. So overall, I'm really happy with this, and I'll continue to put more money into this every single month, whether that will be topping up individuals or looking at new copy traders, because new people are booming all the time in this space, and I feel the more traders I've got, the more diversified my portfolio is. But I'm also conscious I need to top up these guys to make sure they're all roughly got around the same allocation as well, because they're all doing pretty well at the moment. But that's why I've chosen Jay to do more, and Copy Art Invest, because of that portfolio page of 70%. And I'm sure if I read these guys' portfolio pages, they'll all be saying the same thing, that we should be doing around $300 minimum as opposed to the 200. But overall, I can't complain. Really happy with what's going on. I don't have any copiers yet of me. I've had a few people following me now. I think I've got about 6-7 people following me, but no one is copying me as of yet. If you guys want to copy me, by all means, please do so. I think it'd be great if I've got a few copiers as well. But again, you can take this portfolio and either invest with these guys directly, or just copy me if you want to copy these guys, and again, diversify your risk even further. So I really hope you like this update video. Again, link is inside the description if you want the real-time return and stats of my overall portfolio. So check that one up. What you can see on the end screen now is the playlist for episodes 1 and 2, which goes into this in a lot more detail, goes through all the stats of the guys you can see on the screen, as well as how to use eToro and all its features. So I strongly suggest that you check that one out, and I shall see you guys in the next video.